episode of the Not So Super Fan. So today we're gonna do a review for P-Valley, episode 4, The Trap. I've said it again. Like I said it before. The show is still in the first couple episodes and it's starting off good. Autumn Night, played by Ella Rika Johnson. She is supposed. I don't know, the way that she was introduced, like she was the main character. She's not that interesting as far as a character. I think the most character in the show so far is Mercedes and Uncle Clifford, and now Lil Murda. So these, I would say, these characters are probably the most interesting out of all of them as far as their story goes. Because I'm gonna go into more detail about that. Oh, and Kishan. Her this episode, she kind of bloomed as a character. So I would say that too. But in this episode, everybody's getting ready for Mercedes' big day. It's her last day, and she's trying to get the money from her mom, Patrice, to get her. She called it a gym, her dance school going. Then you have another character, Gidget. Some more character getting introduced to, even Diamond. The bouncer. He also had a bit in the story. So, and in this show, everybody's talking about as far as the casino coming to town, it's gonna be basically take over everything, and it's gonna be over. Basically, take over the section where the club is at, which is a hot spot, and Andre, he is basically working on trying to get the club. Isaiah Washington, the character, is I don't know. It's Isaiah Washington. He has a tendency of playing the asshole. So as far as now he's playing, I have no problem with his character. It fits the role he's in right now. But we're gonna focus on what the show's about, which is a script club. But we go back to Autumn, like Uncle Clifford called her Autumn, October, November. Like that was the way he was addressing her at one scene. You see her trying to learn how to do all the trick dances Mercedes out. She's kind of like the next popular girl, and she's trying to learn like the new the pole dancing tricks, learn how to dance better. I don't know if she knows how to dance or not, but we'll see. And the thing in this show, once again, is when you have a show that's, yes, it's about Strickler, but it's also about the character. There's one conversation Gidget and Kashawn is having with Mercedes where they, Mercedes leaving, and they're basically asking her, like, telling her, like, like she feels like she's better than everybody, but she's telling them, like, she's been saving all her life, and you can't strip forever. And Gidget took it the wrong way. I keep saying, like, Gidget, I just realized, that's the name of that little puppy from Secret Life of Pet, and that other one from Dope. You know what? So she took it the wrong way and took off, but the way it was said, it didn't have enough power behind it to make it feel like, she was disrespecting her. But it kind of makes sense, like Mercedes, the hustler, she's a tough one. She don't give a damn about nobody. That's why I like her character, and she has these other traumas she's dealing with as far as her mom, giving her daughter up for adoption, all of that. Yes, Autumn has that whole situation she's dealing with as far as her finding out her daughter, you find out her daughter's dead, and there's other thing that's going on in her past. But I don't know, it's something. Okay, her character is just not that compelling to me as far as, and she does have all this stuff going on. Even Uncle Clifford, I would say he's one of the best characters. Like this episode, him and Lil Murda had their thing going on, and even Lil Murda, I'm gonna go back to him later, because at the end of towards the end of the show, him and Uncle Clifford, they had the critical scene. So you go back to Autumn and Andre. There's like this one scene, they're talking, they're arguing back and forth with each other, and you could hear something. The audio was off with how they were talking. I don't know if it was me or if it was the show, but it seems to me like something was off the audio with Andre and Autumn arguing that one scene where they're arguing and she's trying to get back in his good graces and all that. But I don't know what's gonna happen as for the next. I think the next episode is called Belly, so it seems like everybody's gonna be pushing some type of hustle trying to get this club saved. But towards the end of the episode, Mercedes, she's getting ready to leave, and I got a little tear-eyed, that scene, because once again, her character is. I was more invested into her character than the other character. She's about to leave, even though it's like the fourth episode. I'm more invested into her character into once again Autumn, who I feel was kind of like they were trying to push as a main character. I was more invested into her character because she's about to leave, and she walks in and all these girls act like they're mad at her, and she opens her locker and you see pictures of her and her fellow strippers. They're laughing, and all that, and you get a little tear eyes because her character, you feel invested into her character and who she is. And it's her big night. She's about to go on stage. Then she's trying to get her money because she was supposed to get a deposit that day, 20 grand. And her mom, Patrice, she want to be a pastor, and the church don't want her because she's a woman. Mom used the money to buy. Sorry for spoiler. The mom used the money to buy the venue she was going to use for her dance class. So they end up fighting, and while this is going on, everybody's everybody's mad. Whereas Mercedes and Kashawn goes on stage and she does a phenomenal job, and Lil Murder music comes on. But during that scene, something happened with Lil Murder. He got into a fight, so Diamond threw him out the club. And when he hears his music, if you guys remember from episode 1 to 3, he was trying to work on his music, and he was trying to, show Uncle Clifford that he's a good rapper, and he kept working on his music. And he finally hears his music playing, and you can see him crying. He's proud of his product, and this is what you want to see from a character, growth. And I'm not seeing that from Autumn Night or October or Winter Fall, whatever, however Uncle Clifford got me calling her like that. And growth from the character. And while this is going on, him and Uncle Clifford have their little scene. And once again, these three characters, they're having growth. Uncle Clifford, his character, I don't say as much of growth, but you could see that his character is, what's the word I'm looking for? He captivates you. How he acts, how he carries himself, how he does his hustle. His character captivates you. He's the glue, I would say, like in the show. But hopefully episode 5 you get more Autumn Fall, because it seems like every episode, it's like they're limiting what you should know about her, and I don't like that. But other than that, I enjoyed the episode, how it ended. Seems like things about to boil up with especially Mercedes and her mom. What's gonna happen now? She lost her little venue. Andre, what's gonna happen, because he has to find a way to get that part of land where the strip club is, so they could build a casino over it, because the mayor, Mayor Tydell, or whatever his name is focused on making sure he gets that casino in that area. But we'll see what happens. But guys, I enjoyed the episode. I was gonna say I really enjoyed the episode, but I enjoyed it. Once again, wish that Autumn Night had more, was more of a appealing character. If she is the main character, or if it's not she's not the main like the main protagonist of the show. Somehow, I wish her character had some more appeal to her. You know, she could be pretty and all that. But if your character cannot, you know, doesn't have appeal, what do you have? Even Kashan, like she said, you know, she's only a pretty girl, but what else, man? Bring something out the character. Even Gidget, the side character, you got more out of her, you know, once every episode. So we'll see what happens. But I enjoyed the show. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still waiting for that one scene where I get that pop. But so far the show is enjoyable. And like I said before, those three characters, Lil Murda, Uncle Clifford, and Mercedes, so far they're my most interesting character in the show. But guys, if you've been watching the show, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And I'll be getting back at you with more reviews and reaction.